Hello and welcome back to Chasing Green Arrows. I will be taking over hosting responsibilities today because my boy Musti over here is going to talk about how United are going to lose. Now, jokes aside though, a big game between Liverpool and United. Liverpool with all the pressure because City is picking up speed, and they are the guys who are expected to win. United, on the other hand, no one expected them to mount the title challenge. They're looking good, nothing to lose. They go out there and play their football. If they win, great. If they don't, it's okay. There's another. They live to fight another day. So, what are your thoughts, Musti? Going into this one, a little excited?
To be honest, I'm really excited. And I was just thinking when I was in school, the tables were reversed. It was completely the opposite. And now I feel way less pressure. I mean, at that time, the United were a much better team. They won trophies. It was really good, but there was a lot of pressure and expectations. Now there's not that many expectations from like United fans themselves. Yes, a lot of people are talking about them and saying that, oh, yeah, they're there. And like, they're talking about the penalties and stuff. So that means we're in the topic of conversation. But at the same time, I think it's not much pressure because I've seen the United games very closely this season, and they're getting the results, which is all credit to them. But yes, I mean, I've seen Liverpool as well, and Liverpool look like the superior team so far this season. I
100%. I think.
yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead. Go
just
ahead.
surprised. No, I'm just surprised that they're in this position, and credit to I think the character that United have shown, and it shows that they do have talented players. It's just that something happens to them in phases.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think everyone in United is stepping up. Almost every player. Of course, Pogba, when he steps up, he looks very good. Bruno has
Mhm.
been phenomenal for you
Pogba's been
guys.
our best player in the last month.
Yeah, exactly. He's really stepped up this season.
Yeah.
Suddenly, past couple of games at least, you can see that he's really pushing himself, and you know that he has a talent. You always know that, but like you said, sometimes he just loses his mind a little bit. But he's looked good. Bruno has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
The front three, yes, they've been a little lackluster here and there, but overall looking decent. The back line, Harry Maguire, there's no more talking about him being a refrigerator and stuff like that, which is always a good sign. I mean, that means he's doing okay. So
There is
things.
a reason for that, if I can tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah, for sure,
That's
absolutely.
Eric Bailly. He's
Yeah,
the reason why Harry Maguire is playing like this because Maguire is not an 80 million defender, but he's not a bad
yeah,
defender either. But he
exactly.
needs the right partner. And
Yeah,
I think Lindelof, I mean, he does make mistakes. He doesn't have that pace that Bailly does. Bailly has a lot of pace, and you can see him. Harry Maguire is the captain, but Bailly is actually orchestrating that defense. He's telling them what to do. He's telling Maguire as well what to do. And he's making Maguire a better player. And that's credit to Bailly, I think. The only problem with him is he's injury prone, and he has a mistake in him, one in 5 6 games, like a crazy mistake. But
yeah.
I would take that if he can stay fit.
Absolutely, I think he's a good defender, like you said. He's making Maguire look good as well. That is
Mm.
pretty good. There is talk about Shaw and Van Bissaka also doing what they need to do. They like going up forward. Van Bissaka, I think, has improved significantly going forward as well, which is what we've talked about him in terms of improving his forward side of the game, which he's slowly but surely bringing that aspect as well, which is always good to see. The United side is looking good.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they're looking much better than I expected. I think one point of the season they were 15, 16 competing for relegation with Arsenal, I think, in the beginning of the season. But they've turned it around. But like, there are weaknesses there. That Champions League exit is a tough group, but when you're in that position to exit like that, it's very disheartening. But I think to come back and then win all these games on the trot, it's like, it's a wonderful achievement. But at the same time, winning a title and everything, I don't think with this team it's gonna I don't think you can keep that as a target because you need a squad like City, Liverpool, I think, to win a title.
Yeah,
But because the season is so crazy, anything can happen. If you told me that United will be top in January, I would say no way, and they
yeah,
are top in January, so they're definitely in a title race. I'm not going to deny
yeah,
that they're in a
yeah, for
title race.
sure. Yeah,
But
why
at
not? They're
this,
top of the
yeah,
table. You might as well.
yeah, and in January, I've never seen that since Ferguson left. It's been like
Yeah,
7 years.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that Burnley game, actually, I like when the whistle blew, I like actually shouted in excitement. I'm like, wow, we're on top of the table. But at
Yeah.
the same time, there's a lot of weaknesses there. And if we talk about Liverpool, man, Liverpool right now, I think their fans will know better. But from what I've seen, I just feel that they're missing like that end goal, man. That's it.
The
Like,
Diego Jota.
yeah, yeah, and the games are dropping. The defense doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like against Fulham, West Brom. and who was it? Newcastle, where they dropped points. What I'm trying to say is that the ball wasn't even in that half of the court. It was all in the
Yeah,
attacking thing. So if Van Dijk there or not, they didn't make a difference. Van Dijk's presence will be missed in this game against United, against City, against.
yeah,
But in those games where they're dropping points, it's not about their defense. 100%. Yes, they're conceding goal here and there, but it's that attack. They have so many chances. They're putting so much pressure and relentless pressure. They play some unbelievable football. I think Thiago Alcantara, what a signing, man! Like
yeah.
unbelievable player. The way he picks out the passes. If he can stay fit, I think he'll be a great signing for Liverpool. But at the same time, they need to start finishing those chances because otherwise the league will slip away. And it's not United; it's City who are gonna cause them a lot of problems if
Oh,
they keep
absolutely.
dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, like you said, United is in the title chain. They're 3 points above. There's no denying that. Well done to United to be in the position that they are in.
yeah, 100%.
But City is starting to look really, really menacing. They're looking very strong. They're grinding out those results that they were missing up in the beginning of the season. They are looking good. They don't look like they're giving up on this very, very soon. And they are probably, like you said, a little bit more of a little bit of a worry for Liverpool.
Yeah, the
And
difference is
Liverpool,
there is the squad. Sorry to cut you out, but the
yeah,
difference there is the squad. I mean,
right,
United are getting better results than City right now,
yeah,
right? Like, I mean, City lost as well quite a few games in the beginning, but it's the squad that City have. So if they
yeah,
play like this, they have that depth to continue. Whereas
exactly.
United, Liverpool have a lot of injuries, and like, I mean, there could be injuries in the future.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. And the City will be able to bank on that to to
Yeah,
be more moving more forward, right? Moving forward, right?
yeah,
But with Liverpool, this is their chance. If they can really run riot against this United team, who's now title challengers, obviously. Uh, if they can run riot on this team and just like let's say bang in a few goals and like come out with 3-0, 4-0 victory,
hmm.
that's the only way they can bring that pressure out of them a little bit, and also like let everyone know that they're still the guys who are going to win this, with everyone else kind of creeping up on them now. So
Yeah, exactly. And I think for them, anything other than a win will be very disappointing. They're gonna go for the
absolutely,
win. Like, I
yeah.
don't think they're gonna look for a draw or anything
I
like
mean,
that.
Klopp doesn't go that way anyway. He never
He
goes
doesn't
for a
go.
draw
Yeah.
for either way. But I think a draw would be a beautiful result for United
Yeah,
if we can get
I
that.
take
Yeah,
any day of the week. Draw would be like a win, man. There's still 3 points on top of
yeah,
Liverpool. That's like a big thing. A win will be a bonus. That's 6 points. Then a lot of
yeah,
people will be talking about this title challenge and everything.
yeah.
But
Absolutely.
yeah, I think the key battle will be in the midfield and also finishing. Like we've
Yeah,
seen, like United also creating chances. I think like I don't want to see them like really sit back. I think initially they will sit back. That's how Ole plays with
yeah.
McTominay and Fred in big games. But at the same time, I think they can absorb the pressure for 5-10 minutes, but then I think they should attack
Go for it.
because Liverpool have defensive frailties, and
Yeah,
you need to exploit them. And I think this is the game to do it. Uh, uh, Take the risk. Like if you lose, you lose. At least you can put up a fight and put Liverpool under the pump. If you score an early goal, Liverpool will be under pressure. That's what
I was
it
just
is.
gonna say an early goal from United could really change things around.
Yeah, I can
But
really change it. Yeah.
yeah, your players to watch out. Your
Player.
battles.
Yeah, I mean, for me, Bruno Fernandes, Thiago, I think Salah and Pogba. Man, Pogba is
Yeah,
just unbelievable. I can't
yeah.
believe like the way he's playing. It'll be interesting to see what United do because if they do play Fred and McTominay, that means either
This
Pogba
place for
or
yeah,
Martial will miss out, or
yeah,
like one up front will miss out, Cavani or Martial, and
yeah.
Pogba will play. And those two DMs. So I think that will be interesting for Liverpool. I think it's kind of sorted. They have their team. I think Matip will be back as well. So uh, yeah, I think they're pretty much set.
Bruno Fernandes penalty on the cards.
I'll take it any day of the week. I actually want that to happen because I don't think anything that would piss Liverpool fans a lot. Like especially if it's a debatable penalty, I'll take it. But one thing I want to say about that, I'm not like I think Bruno Fernandes is world class. He's changed everything. Yes, people call him Fernandes and everything, but I know that's banter. But at the same time, remember they used to call Ronaldo Penaldo as well. Like he
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of penalties
yeah,
back in the day. So I'll
yeah.
take that.
Absolutely.
I
No,
take
I
that.
mean Bruno's been incredible. He's changed fortunes of this United team. They
Yeah.
were looking really lackluster
Yeah,
without
but
him.
this is going to be a
But
huge test for him because I think against City he kind of failed the test in the Carling Cup.
yeah,
So I think but last season he did perform in the big games. He did perform
yeah,
against City. He
yeah.
did perform against Tottenham, and so I think
Tottenham's not a big team, man.
I just realized who I said that to, but yeah, I think I blanked out and I realized I'm saying this to you. But yeah, I think he has that ability and he's changed United. I think that's the difference right now with United and sides like Arsenal, Tottenham, I think Bruno is the difference. That's the reason
I
why
agree.
United are there right now. I think
I
that's.
agree 100%. He's been phenomenal. But yeah, finally, your scoreline prediction.
Oh wow! I take a draw.
Okay.
So I'd probably go with a 2-2. I think a 2-2.
Ooh, high scoring draw.
Yeah,
Nice.
high score. I see goals because United can leak and Liverpool. But I think, to be very honest with you, going in this game, the defenses are kind of even because Van Dijk is not there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. But at the same time, Liverpool relentless pressure, man. You're
Yeah.
bound to make a mistake, whoever your defender is.
Yeah.
So
And once they bang in that one, then they're making two or three is not hard for them. Just getting that one is usually the big issue for them lately. But I have a
yeah,
feeling Liverpool wins this 3-1. I'm not
you're going
trying to
Liverpool 3-1, huh?
I'm not trying to do anything against you or anything, but I just feel like Liverpool's going to win this game. They're going to really stamp their authority
Yeah,
as to who
it's
the
about
guys on
taking the
top.
chances. If they take the chances, they will win. But
Yeah.
if they they just need to make sure that they don't miss those chances like they missed in the previous games, because
Right.
then United have the ability to punish you on the counter.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Exactly what
100%.
happened with the Tottenham game. Like, I know Tottenham lost and everything, but
Yeah.
Liverpool missed chances. Then Tottenham had crazy chances with Bergwijn and stuff, if you
Yeah.
remember,
Yeah. Yeah.
which they missed. And if they
Yeah.
scored that, Liverpool would be in trouble. So
In
they
trouble
just need to
for
make sure they
sure.
take the chance. If they take the chances, it's Liverpool's game for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I think I agree with that. I think that kind of wraps up this review. It's going to be a fun game. Looking forward to it. Any last thoughts?
No, I think it's going to be exciting game. First time, I think this rivalry has a deep history. This is the
Yeah,
first time in a long time. I think game means something in terms of the title. So I think
yeah.
I'm really excited for that. There's going to be banter either way. I'll close my phone for a bit if United lose, but I won't be too disappointed because they'll still be top of the table, tied top.
Yeah,
So I think it's good to be at this side of things. You're not like the greatest team right now in the league, but you don't have that pressure.
yeah,
So it's good to see this side of things for me as a fan, and I'm just gonna enjoy the game. And like, to be very honest with you, but yeah, I think yeah.
yeah.
What a,
I think you guys, Liverpool City, all of you guys can enjoy as long as this lasts because we're runaway winners next season, bro.
you told me the same thing last year, but
I keep saying it every year till it happens. I can continue to say it,
yeah,
right?
if you have like 2 minutes, I was thinking
Yeah, for sure.
let's do a quickly combined 11 for like in terms of form for this game, and
Okay,
you
yeah, for
you
sure.
have the
Yeah, yeah.
final word because you're neutral, so I'm not
Okay,
gonna
fine.
overrule you.
100%.
All right.
Agreed.
So
Let's go.
goalkeeper, Allison.
Has to. I was gonna say. I was like, if you say Van Dyke over there, sorry,
No,
if you
the
say David
guy.
De Gea over there.
I mean, yeah, I'm
Okay,
not gonna be
fair
that.
enough.
Yeah, because
Fair enough.
and then left back, I'll go Robertson.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of United fans are gonna be pissed off, especially Zone right now. But yeah, right back, I'll go Trent. But I'll tell you something. Trent hasn't been in the greatest form. He's
Yeah.
not been the
Yeah.
Trent of last season.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, to be very honest with you, he's going forward, but
Yeah.
I think that's putting a lot of pressure on him going backwards. So I
Yeah.
think he was one-on-one defensively better last season,
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka.
I
And
agree.
United won big games because of that. And they're
I
losing
agree.
some of those big games this season because he's going forward. So I think
100%. I agree.
that's why I'm just going Trent. But I
Yeah.
think Wan-Bissaka is like, he's a really good player. But yes, there
Agreed.
are criticisms about him. And then,
Agreed.
okay, center back, I'll go Fabinho. I think Matip has been injured here and there, so I'd go
Yeah.
Fabinho.
Okay.
With him, bye. Are you okay with that?
I'll give you that. That's fair.
We need
That's
one
totally
player, bro.
fair.
I give.
That's totally fair. No, I'll give you that for sure. No doubt about it.
Okay, now in the midfield, I'll be a bit biased here, but we'll have a holding midfielder, and I think that
Yeah.
should be Henderson. I think
Yeah.
he's not talked about enough. I think he's
Yeah. He's
under.
been
He
incredible.
does the dirty
Incredible.
work.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, to be honest with you, I rate Thiago right up there. But I think in the last month or so, he's coming off as sub. He started one game or so. Liverpool
Yeah.
really haven't won with him. So
Yeah.
I'm going Pogba and Bruno in the midfield.
Okay. Okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the midfield has been an issue for Liverpool, and that's why
Yeah, and with the recent
lacked in the
form,
creativity.
yeah.
I think I can go. I can live with that as
Yeah,
long as
so-
let's see how your front three goes. So we'll decide on the basis.
Yeah,
of
so
that.
for the front three, the striker, the middle guy, you will decide. On the right, I'll have Salah, left Mane.
Okay, fair enough.
and then
And I
you
think we
decide
have to
this.
give it to Rashford.
Cavani.
Well, Cavani. In
go
terms of
Cavani?
current form, Cavani. Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Firmino's for me, it's
No,
between
but
Cavani and
if Diego Jota was playing in a couple of games, I'd probably give it to him for sure. But
in the
he
middle.
hasn't been playing. Yeah, he hasn't been playing unfortunately for Liverpool. Liverpool.
Yeah.
And I think he's been the signing. Unfortunately, he got injured, but I think he's been an incredible signing for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think based on current form, if we're going off of right now, and we that's what we kind of picked our teams based off of current
Mm.
form right now. I think it's fair to give it to Cavani. He's been
Yeah.
banging in those goals as well.
Yeah, I
So
think that
yes.
Southampton game, like he turned it around himself. So
Yeah,
there's been some very impactful performances from him.
yeah,
He scored that goal in the Carling Cup as well against Everton. Doesn't mean anything
yeah,
now, but
yeah.
he's scoring those
Yeah,
goals. Yeah.
Firmino, unfortunately, he's probably scored a couple of goals. It's not like he's lacked form completely, but I think in terms of an impact, I think Cavani has been a slightly more impactful player. So, and it's 7-4. I think that's fair. Seven
Yeah,
Liverpool
it's
and
fair.
four
Even though
United. That's
United are
fair.
top of the table right now, but I'm gonna get a lot of stick for the first time from United fans
Yeah,
for
yeah,
not being biased. So I
yeah.
mean, but yeah, I think
I wouldn't let you be more biased than this.
yeah, but I think this was a fun concept. I can't wait for a Tottenham Arsenal combined 11. But
Oh, that's easy, bro. All 11 Arsenal players.
but yeah, I think that was fun, and we'll post that as well along with this episode. But yeah, man, I think any last thoughts?
No, I'm looking forward to this game as a neutral. This is the best game to watch for me as a neutral.
Yeah, for
Always
sure,
fun, and
especially with the
especially because we
rivalry.
have so many Liverpool and United fans
Yeah.
amongst us friends. It's just fun to see that
That's what I'm
while I
saying,
just
man.
sit.
To be honest, the City Liverpool rivalry is much more intense on the pitch, but there's no fans in City, man. So
Yeah,
like this is where
yeah,
like the excitement builds. So
yeah, yeah.
I think that'll be it'll be a cracker, and we'll have to do the player ratings, whatever. So I'll pitch
Yeah.
up. Don't worry. We'll
Yeah,
have,
no, for sure.
yeah.
And you guys are playing twice in 2 weeks, which is going to be
In
fun
one
as well.
week.
In 1 week, yeah. So that's going to be fun as well.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be
yeah, some
fun.
good football to look forward to.
Yeah, for sure, man. Take care, I think, and see you soon after the
Yep.
games.
Take
All right.
care. Bye.